When you feel strong, you think strong. And you can stand in the pocket stronger. Just that little quarter, half a second might be all it takes to complete a big play.
Warren Moon withstood the hits, both physically and mentally. By 1987, he built up the strength to turn a weak Oilers franchise into a contender. The finishing touches to the team's turnaround were within his fingertips.
When he would throw the ball, you would literally hear this sound come off his fingers. Almost ripping the leather on the football as it spun.
Getting that precise sound required perfect nails.
Warren's more particular about his fingernails than a woman.
My fingernails had to be the right length for me to throw the football the way I wanted to, that way I felt comfortable. And when my length was right, my ball spun as well as anybody who's ever played the game.
Prettiest ball I've ever seen. It was a very tight spiral, and I think any receiver probably would second that.
If he was playing right now today, he still can throw the best spiral of all time.
People like, well, it comes nice and pretty, but it had a sting to it. If you took your eyes off of it, you know, you either get hit in the face or you're gonna have a broke finger or a split finger.
Bite with little bark. That was Warren Moon.
Come on now, you know I don't need to say much.
Most of the time, if you see pictures of me, I'm really, really focused and not a lot of laughing. I was dialed in.
We got to get better. We got to execute better.
That was probably one of the things that, if I look back at my career and say something I'd try and do a little bit differently, I'd try and be a little bit more loose playing the game, have a little more fun doing it.
Let's take one down, all right? Let's put one all together and let's take one down.
He may have been quiet and focused, but this was still Daddy Warren, and he had other ways of showing that he was in charge.
Number one, uno!
You can be soft-spoken and pretend to not to want to bring attention to yourself, but you could have also worn number 12. The number 1 spoke volumes.
I was always geared towards wanting to either finish number 1 or be number 1 as far as the best player that I could be, or be the best player at my position in the league. And I wanted that to be a constant reminder to my teammates that if they look to their leader is wearing that number, this is what you should strive for as well.
He demanded respect. He demanded good play. He wanted us to be just as smart as he was in order for this to work.
Let's go out and accomplish our goal. All we need is a win. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Win! Yes, sir.
With a talented core surrounding Moon, the 1987 Oilers flipped the losing script of recent past.
For the Oilers, everything is falling into place.
They called it the run-and-shoot offense, and Warren Moon was a precision trigger.
They can't stop you. You know that. You know that.
In 10 seasons as an Oiler, he threw for over 33,000 yards, amassed nearly 200 touchdowns. Numbers surpassed only by Dan Marino during that era. His finest hour would come in 1990 at Kansas City.
It was cold and sleet and rainy that day, and they were one of the better defenses in the league at that time. Most people felt like our offense, couldn't perform under those type of conditions, especially against a team that good.
We knew because we went 1, 2, 3 touchdown. 1, 2, 3 touchdown, and he gave us that look. It was like, oh, it's on today. It's on today.
They bring 5. Moon with time. Now throws over the middle. Jeff REESE, he's got it at the 40. Breaks the tackle midfield. 45, 40, 30-yard line. He's going to score 87 yards.
Moon threw for 527 yards, just 27 shy of the NFL record.
It was remarkable. That was truly the best game I ever seen a quarterback play.
Praise from a teammate is noteworthy. Hearing it from an offensive pioneer is special.
He thought it was one of the best performances he's ever seen. When Sid Gilman says something like that, who's like the godfather of the passing game, that's a pretty high compliment, no question about it.
I thought they were saying boo, and so I started to cry. And Felicia said, girl, silly, they saying moon. So I started laughing, and I was like, yes, finally.
The man once shunned by the NFL was now one of its biggest stars,
Here we go.
an international ambassador. The admiration even reached across more hostile borders.
Watching you stand there and do what you do, you keep it up.
Thanks,
You
man.
play till you're 50, man, the way you're throwing that ball.
I was playing against Warren Moon for the first time as a rookie, and I hit Warren Moon and knocked him down to the ground. And I looked at him, I said, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Moon, I'm sorry. And he looked at me, he said, oh, it's okay, Alfred, it's okay. And I said, oh my God, he knows my name.
Moon made memorable experiences for plenty. The kid who once endured opera brought Houston's youth to the ballet, among other places.
A lot of underprivileged kids can come here to the circus tonight and view one of the greatest shows on earth.
1989's NFL Man of the Year also embarked on sweeter endeavors.
Oiler quarterback Warren Moon has managed to turn his childhood hobby into a thriving business with his Warren Moon chocolate chippery shops that are located all over town.
There are a lot of other cookie stores in the city, and mine have been compared to them, and we come out pretty favorably.
That's me, baking cookies. But look at all those cookies on that tray. There's lots of them. You thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool myself.
I thought it was funny.
You don't like my hat, do you?
No.
Father, athlete, philanthropist, entrepreneur, all impressive titles, but a major one eluded him.
He came here with 5 championships from Canada, and he was supposed to win a championship here. And to be so good and so talented and have such big, gaudy stats every year, and not even to get to a championship game.
The worst time that I can remember was it 92? Well, I mean, you know, it was 1992. I believe it was the Oilers and Bills game.
And the Buffalo Bills with a stunning come-from-behind victory over the Houston Oilers.
Didn't go to school for a week. All the negativity from that game that we were receiving, I mean, it was pretty bad.
I wanted to win just as much as he wanted to win, but he didn't know I wanted to win it for him.
Right.
Not for me, for him.
By 1993, Oilers management was ready to move on from their aging leader.
They had a young quarterback by the name of Cody Carlson that they had been grooming for the day that maybe I wasn't there anymore. I understood what their thinking was, that here's Warren at 36, 37 years old. How long can he continue to play like this at this salary? And we have this young guy that we feel like is ready to play.
Even going to the grocery store and overhearing conversations of, well, Warren Moon needs to go.
After a month of some fancy maneuvering by the Vikings, the moon landing in Minnesota became official today.
He said, I know you think I'm just about done. And he says, I'm not done. He goes, I'll play. He says, I'll play longer than Cody.